Welcome back to Tips and Tricks. I'm Hans Rey, and today I'm going to show you how to ride a berm. A berm is basically a bank turn, and berms are your friends. Don't be afraid of them. They should help you to actually go faster and safer through the turn. They come in all different kinds of sizes and shapes, and some of them you have to ride slightly different than others. But generally speaking, you want to rail the berm, and basically you want to be about a bit more up than like about 3/4 up the berm. So you basically, want to be about at this height when you ride the berm. You always want to have your pedals either horizontal or you have the inside pedal up. And when you have the inside pedal up, that allows you to put more pressure on the tires. You can really push that outside pedal down, and that makes it feel like you're on a rail. Make sure you don't overshoot the top, and don't ride on the inside. People are often a bit timid when they first ride them, and they're gonna ride on the inside, and that's where all the loose stuff is, and it's really not the best line, even though you feel safer. And also you need a certain amount of speed. If you go too slow, it's really hard to stay up. So really ride the berm, look ahead. That's very important. You have to look ahead what's coming up. So the exit of the berm, your eyes are way ahead, and do all the braking before the berm, not in the berm. Your footwork is really important when you ride a berm. So first of all, you have your favorite foot forward, you have your cranks, generally speaking horizontal, or if anything, you can have the outside crank down. And that way you can push with that outside foot the bike really into the ground, and that gives it even more traction. But make sure you only put the outside foot down, and then it feels like you are literally on a rail. And another thing you can do in a berm is you can pump it. That means you can push your heels, basically both heels, down into the ground, and that pumps the bike into the berm and gives you an extra acceleration. Okay, at the beginning of this berm I go a little bit high here, then stay on the outside and just roll through. That's how easy it is. So in this turn it's a little bit tighter, so I go a little bit wide on the entrance of the turn, but then I throw my weight over and lean into the turn. Don't have your weight the opposite way, then you're not going to make this turn. So you have to then flip your weight over, lean into it and roll out. And that way. And right here we have a wooden berm. That's almost a wall ride, but you ride it basically the same way than a berm. Use it to your advantage, hit that bank to rail through it. Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to show you one other way how to hit a berm. And instead of railing the whole berm, what you usually do, you can square it off. That means you can come to the inside, you hit one spot in the middle of the berm, you maybe hit your back brake slightly, and you just use the berm to ricochet off and change direction and keep going. So take a look. Against all rules, normally you don't brake inside a turn or in a berm, but when you do that squaring off technique and ricochet out of it, you want to use your back brake a little bit. And it's a really cool technique that you can do even when there's no berm there. You just find things that you can use like a berm to ricochet off. It could be a root or a little bank or something, and that's what a lot of racers do to change directions. And it's a really fun technique, and all of a sudden you see all kinds of berms everywhere. Alright guys, this was it for Tips and Tricks this episode. I hope you learned it. I hope you enjoyed hitting the berms now. Go out and do it. Like, subscribe, make sure you watch some of my other episodes, and leave a comment below and tell me how it's going for you. See you on the trails.